Rule update, apparently. Hi, Mom. What's up, Marty? You getting in on this, dude? I don't even know where I am. Oxnard. Okay, we got Ehrenberg. And then, like, Jackpot. Ehrenberg and Jackpot are the only two cities I have not driven to that aren't in California. You have way too many games running? Why do you run more than one game at a time? Alright, so we're gonna look for Ehrenberg, which I don't have. What about Jackpot? Nope, no Jackpot. Okay, so what else did I need? Let's see. Hornbrook, Truckee, Santa Cruz. Let's look for Hornbrook. Hey, I have a Hornbrook job. Look at that. That's Holbrook. Sorry. Truckee? I have a Santa Cruz, so I could always do that. There's a Truckee job. How much was the Santa Cruz? 12,000? That's nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and do the Santa Cruz one. That's a relatively short job. Let's do that. Also, Mom. Holy shit. Alright, cool. Oh, cool. The avatar for that trucker is the dad from the old dinosaur show. What was that show called? Oh, that's right. It was just called Dinosaurs. I loved that show. That show was so stupid. Anyway. Hey, Mom, I don't know if you saw, but look what Cappy got me. It's a truck. It's the International Lone Star. How cool is this? And the hood opens. So you can, like, see the engine in there. How cool is that shit? This thing's awesome. I feel like I'm, like, 9. It's so cool. Okay. So let's get started, shall we? Where's the exit? There's the exit. Excuse me. Alright, cool. How's my gas? I'm pretty good on gas. Okay. Okay. Apparently it's 86 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now. Nice. Put this up here. Break that down a little bit. Okay. Where's my truck? There it is. All right. Let's see where this route is taking me. You know what? I don't want to do that. I want to go this way. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. This is the road that's closed. That's right. You can't go up there. Well, I mean, you could, but then you just have to turn back around and leave again. Well, then I guess we're not doing that. Okay. So I guess we'll just go the standard way. What's up, Hasty? Are you playing too much Monster Hunter? Or is that not out yet? Yeah, go to Santa Cruz. Also, join up, Hasty. Get in here, dude. If you ain't got nothing better to do, that is. It comes out in 4 hours. I got a great way for you to kill 4 hours. It'll help time go by faster. Fair enough, dude. Take the time you need. So how's everyone doing today? Hey, Kane, what's up, dude? What's the other option, Hasty? Because you said the choice is pretty much, and then just gave me one option. What's the other option? And I'm guessing ticket means like certification. Gotcha. Oh, Jesus. Well, hell. That's... okay, those are two extremes. I mean, one is far less extreme than the other, obviously. going through a tunnel. Oh, gotta stay in my lane. Well, okay, so here's the question. Hey, don't worry about it, Kane. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes, though. But here's the question, Hasty. Even though you may not be able to stream for that length of time, could you still play online games, just not stream them during that time? Obviously, if you went with your dad. If you went in the army, you still couldn't stream either, so... But then you wouldn't be able to play games either, for the most part. If they deployed you somewhere, obviously. It seems like one of those is far less severe than the other. Is there just not a better option for internet in that area? Like, that's basically the only option you've got? To me, the answer is pretty obvious. But I mean, I'm not gonna tell you what you should do with your life, obviously. Is it, well, the other question is that something you enjoy doing? Do you enjoy doing that? Because obviously if you're like, I do it because it pays the bills, but it's like, I hate doing it, then it's like, well, okay. You definitely don't want to do that for the rest of your life, so... But if you're like, no, I like it, it's fun, I enjoy it, I make good money, I mean, that seems like a pretty obvious answer to me. Does your dad own the shop that you're working at, or is he just like the manager of the shop and all that kind of stuff? Like there's a different owner. Like the mechanic I go to, there's like two dudes that own it. And then they have like, I don't know, a dozen mechanics underneath them. Oh, it's a private shop. Oh. So like you work on larger equipment. I would assume you're not doing stuff like somebody brings in their like Honda Civic for an oil change. That's probably not what you guys focus on. You guys are probably more like specialty cars, larger vehicles like trucks, like this kind of truck, machinery like farm equipment. Is that more or less what you're doing out there? Cars, trucks, 18-wheelers, tractors. Yeah, the less intricate work. It sounds weird to say the less intricate work, you know, like transmissions. That's pretty intricate, but I mean, it's not like you're dismantling a transmission, most likely. I don't know, man. In the longer run, that seems like a sweeter deal. Because after you'd mostly do oil changes, tires for regular customers. Well, yeah. It seems like a pretty sweet deal in the long run, just because, you know, you get certified, and then you can either A, continue to work with your dad, or B, go into a city somewhere and get hired on as a mechanic that's already certified. So, you know, you're already going to be pulling in a higher, I don't know whether they're hourly or salaried employees. I guess it would depend on the place where you worked, but you could go into a city, for example, instead of working out on the ranch, get a job at an established mechanic's place that has steady work, make some good money, be in a place that has faster internet. I don't know. That's just how I'm working through it in my mind. If I was in your situation, versus the other option being joining the army. Hey, there's Marty. Here he is getting caught up to me. Dang, Marty didn't think he'd be able to make it either. We're going 65, Marty. Put the pedal to the metal, man. See, we could have had this conversation so much faster if you were in here driving with me. Get a PAL license? I guess that's a hunting license up in Canada. Kind of scraped up my truck there a little bit, but that's okay. Santa Cruz discovered. Oh, privilege to own an unrestricted firearm. Ah, gotcha. So it's not a hunting license, it's a weapon license. Understood. Yeah, I know Canada has much stricter gun laws than in the US, so yeah, that ain't happening. All right, let's drive over to the service center and fix the little bit of damage on my truck. I think in that case, Hasty, you know my opinion on the concept. Not that I'm saying, you know, you shouldn't join the army. I mean, if you really feel like you want to serve your country and all that good stuff, go right ahead. Don't let me talk you out of it, but if that's just your other option because it'll give you good money and the chance to like go to school and get a different degree or something, then I mean, hell, you enjoy being a mechanic already. Just stick with it and get certified. All right, let's repair the truck. Okay, Marty. Are you in chat right now? Yeah, dude, jump in on Discord, man. Oh, come on, Hasty. That seems like an obvious answer. Go help out your dad, bro. Okay, Marty. So, if I remember correctly, you can't chat. If you can't actually like verbally chat, honk your horn for me. Okay, cool. So it's a lot easier to communicate that way than it is to wait on Twitch chat. Okay, so let's try to find a job that will take us. I'm gonna look at external contracts real quick. Let me see where I can go. Okay, can't do any of those. What about that place? Can't do that. Holy God, I can't drive anywhere. What other cities do I need? Okay. All right. Well, crud. Let's go by price. You have a job to Tucumcari. That's in New Mexico. I don't even know if you have the New Mexico DLC or not. I can't hear you honk here. Hold on. Sorry. Did you have a job to Tucumcari? Oh, you had the sorting wrong. Okay, cool. Wait, can I see that chat when I'm in here? Hey, I can. Okay, perfect. Yeah, let's use that chat. Yeah, I have a job to Tucumcari, New Mexico, so let me know if you can go that far. Crud, I can't actually read chat from in there. Dang it. Sorry. Chat doesn't actually work in the map. No, he doesn't. Okay. Let's look. The next location I've got that pays well, I have Roswell, Artesia, and Carlsbad. Roswell, Artesia, and Carlsbad. Do you have any of those locations? Just tell me which one you've got. Do I still have Tucumcari? Yes, I do. I'm guessing that means you have a Tucumcari. It did pop up. Okay, take your Tucumcari. We'll do that job. Mine is cars, so I don't know where yours is located, but if yours is also cars, you're probably going to the same place I am. I get to drive by the ocean. Ooh, a paraglider. Ooh, lots of paragliders. That looks really cool. This job is a little ways out of town, isn't it? Hey, Hasty, no problem, dude. If you ever need to bounce off questions off of me like that, just let me know. I'm gonna paint this road off to the left real quick, Marty. This is cool. Trailer damage 0. Awesome. Oh, damage to the truck 5. Gross. I noticed there was a little pole sticking in that bush like right as I came around the corner, but it was too late to do anything about it. It's like, I'm gonna hit it. I'm also gonna grab a little bit of gas. I'm mostly full, but better to be topped off. Well, this is a big place. This is a much bigger Motors pickup spot. This is like a manufacturing area. Cool. Okay, good. No collision. Whoops. He just came back from Yuma, Arizona. That's a very specific location. But hey, I'm glad he enjoyed it. You ready, Marty? Give me a honk. Okay. This is actually kind of cool. The whole honk at me if you're ready. Beep. Okay. Let me take a look at the map real quick. I'm cool with just taking the default route that the game has us going. So I think we'll do that. Actually, you know what I'd like to do? There's a small town just south of us called Huron in California. And there's a little tiny road on... If we're driving forward, the road will be on our right-hand side. You exit at a gas station, and there's a little curvy bit. And then there's a straight part that goes right through the center of the word Huron, and then it gets right back on the same freeway. I'm going to drive that piece right there so that it'll actually mark that city as being visited. So feel free to adjust, put a little marker, like almost right where the word Huron is on that road. And that'll take you a little tiny jaunt over there. Alright, cool. Let's roll. I want to mark that city and paint that road. You guess he had a lot of fun in the sand dunes? Oh, I did that for a long time, Marty. Don't feel bad. And yes, it almost always is T in most other games, so I totally feel you there. One of these days you got to get yourself a good mic so I can actually hear the famed Marty Bunny. Oh yeah, you sound like Bobcat Goldthwait. Hey everybody, it's me. I'm Marty Bunny. That would be hilarious, dude. Yo, what's up, David? You should see what Cappy bought me, dude. I gotta get it correct in my hand. Cappy bought me a model of the International Lone Star truck. It looks so awesome. It's like doors open and the hood comes open. Oh, it's so cool. I hate you both. No, David. You're giving me toys for this. Yeah, it's incentive to keep playing. We hate you too, David. And then I have the song from like Lion King, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Put the truck back over there so it's out of the way. Dude, I should totally sing that. Too bad Kane's already gone. I would have sung it. That's the perfect song for this conversation. Two hates make a love, right? That's exactly what it is. It's like a double negative. Hasty's got it. Can you feel the love tonight? Wow. Nailed it. First try. Disney should hire me for the live action version of Lion King. I'll sing that. You've been whistling The Cat Came Back all day today? That's awesome. When's your album drop? I got to get enough originals, like, lined up. I'm going to have my spoken word version of Wild Wild West on there. I like how I have spoken word rap songs in my repertoire. I'm letting you catch back up, Marty. I'm going to get you to about 200, I think, 200 meters distance, and then I'll run back up to 65. Well, after this turn, obviously. Whoops, that was weird. Yeah, it drops right now. Didn't you know this is the club? I don't know, is that like a cool thing to say now? I don't think it's ever been a cool thing to say. Nothing's cool when I say it. Cappy's over there like... Nobody who likes clubbing has any idea what they're doing in life. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. So I'm certainly not going to argue with you. It's like the day Cappy and I were sitting in IHOP, like, eating pancakes or something, and these group of, like, 17-year-olds came in and sat next to us, and one of them looked at the other one and went, "Man, we're going to get so crunk later." And Cappy and I just looked at each other like, what the fuck does that mean? We're so out of touch. What the hell does that word even mean? Oh, dude, let's go get crunk. And we're just like, what the fuck? I mean, granted, this was probably like 6 or 7 years ago, but still. It felt really weird. Oh, it's from our time? Wow. Yeah, it wasn't like 2 weeks ago. This was like years ago. We just felt really strange hearing it. In high school, I obviously wasn't running with the same crew as you were, David. Because if you're familiar with that term from high school, I certainly wasn't. Was David the cool kid? No. Crunk wasn't a term from our high school days. No. Okay. That's what I thought. That's what I was putting it in reference to. I mean, David was far cooler in our high school than I was. I thought you meant you recognized it from when we were that age. That's kind of what I meant. Alright, Marty, here's the exit on the right-hand side for Huron. Yo, what's up, Lobo? Oh, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, out of the nerd kids, David was the coolest of the nerds, basically. But, I mean, take that as you will, right? Also, yeah, I mean, being in the nerd group, Lobo, I got bullied. I didn't really get bullied in high school. I got teased in high school. I got bullied in middle school. High school was different just because I was white. And I was one of maybe 6 white kids in my high school. So nobody really bullied me because I was the token white kid. And I had a lot of like other kids, like Hispanic kids and black kids that were very like protective of me. Because they were all like, don't pick on that white kid. It was like I was, you know, handicapped or in a wheelchair or something. It was weird. Not that I don't appreciate it, obviously. I know my mom wasn't too excited I know my mom wasn't too excited about me going to high school where I went to high school, but looking back at it, I'm grateful that I did. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't have met Cappy if I didn't go there, but I'm pretty sure I would have gotten bullied a lot more in the high school I was supposed to go to than if I went across town to this other high school I went to. And it all turned out for the best. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you come to a complete stop there, Marty. I know that was probably inconvenient. Well, naturally, Lobo. Strangely enough, there were like 2 or 3 cheerleaders, and there was one of the, what do they call, what's the actual term for the, not the cheerleaders, but the like, this, no, I mean, but what's the more generic term for that? The dance team, I guess? Yeah. There were 2 or 3 cheerleaders and one, and the, I guess she was the captain of the dance team. Yeah, she was the #1 girl on the dance team that were in the nerd like tech group where we went around fixing computers. So that kind of insulated us from bullying there. Yeah, dance team. It's like the slutty cheerleaders, yeah. Yeah, the hoe stompers. Drill squad. That's right. It's drill team technically. But yeah, I mean, it was most high schools have them nowadays. It's the slutty cheerleaders. Yeah. It's the cheerleaders that don't actually do any athletic stuff. All they do is like jump around and stick their asses out. But they don't like build pyramids or do like tumbling runs and stuff like that. They're just like, and you're like, oh my god. You look like a slut. A lot? Yeah. But I mean, like, the head of that group, the head of our drill squad, was, like, nerdy. So, I mean, that was kind of cool, that she was in the tech team and went around and fixed computers with everybody else. But that helped insulate our group from a lot of torment. Our nerds actually weren't. Yeah, that's about right. I would say our nerd group was like 1/3 nerd, 1/3 like true hardcore nerds, 1/3 like average cool guys, like not the super cool dudes from the school, but like your averagely cool dudes, and then 1/3 girls from cheerleading or the dance squad. It was an interesting mix at our school. You know, I got along really well with, well, I mean, I say it was a nerd group because we all sat around doing, like, playing video games and playing Magic the Gathering and fixing computers. Yeah, yeah, that's a good way to put it. Everybody who wasn't part of that group looked at us and was like, oh, that's just the nerd group. And it wasn't like a derogatory way of saying that's the nerd group. That's just like, that's what they are. That's the group of nerds right there. So if you want a smart kid, grab one of them. It wasn't like, there's the nerds, get them! It wasn't like that. the original Geek Squad. I think the Geek Squad at Best Buy started while we were in high school. You were a shy loner. You would have been welcomed in the nerd group, in our nerd group in high school. We had a couple of shy kids that just kind of like, for the first few months of them being in our nerd group, just kind of like sat in the corner and didn't talk to anybody. And we just kind of left them alone. Eventually they'd open up. We'd say a joke and they'd laugh. Wow. I don't know if I would have worded it like that, David. David said, we had one cheerleader dance girl, 2 hot girls who were awesome, 1 softball player girl, and a virtual harem of friends of those girls who dipped in and out. Harem might not be the best term, but I like where you're going with this. It makes us sound much cooler. Oh my God, Cappy. Cappy called them fap fodder. Spank bank. Yeah. Just honk at this group of people as we drive by. I was going to use menagerie. Maybe I'll get myself a harem when I hit the lotto. Well, that's one way to go with it, yeah. Oh, hey, thanks, Slut. A loner. A loner nerd? Yeah, it's nuts. They're doing loner, L-O-A-N-E-R. I'm a loner nerd. Need a nerd? Come borrow one of mine. Oh, hold on. Yes, Mom. The loner nerd. Make sure you sharpen his pencil before you return him. Come on. Do math. Thank you. Let me open up my beer. Ah, it's a root beer. Ah, faked you out. Oops. You were a history nerd? Dude, I loved history class. I was the kid in history class that my teacher had to tell me to stop trying to answer questions because the other kids weren't learning because I was answering them all. He'd be all like, I know you know the answer, put your hand down. It's like, I was the only kid, well, I wasn't the only kid, but I was one of the few kids in class that actually did the homework. Matt's like a lot smarter than you are. I don't know if I would say that, David. You did outrank me in our school, in our graduation rankings.
So did I, but I'm not smart.
Huh?
I don't think you guys about a lot. You're
That's
second in your class.
That's true. You were a class ahead of us, and you were second in your class. But man, you are dumb.
I know.
You're such a ditz.
I really am. I always say I'm a really dumb, smart person.
I think when I graduated, I was 47th in our class, and David was 46. So, like, we sat next to each other and everything. Yeah, I don't know why I remember those numbers, but... And I'm not 100% confident in them either, but... Yeah. Yeah, that did make graduation a little more entertaining, because we just sat there and made fun of people. I joked with each other the whole time. Made the, in my mind, boring ceremony that was like 3 hours long not take so long. You thought when I said 46 and 47 it was the age? Oh my god, I'm not even that old now. You dick. Why are graduations so boring? I don't know, man. Dude, that was like when my English teacher, when I came out of graduation, and my English teacher was mad at me after graduation and was all like, I shouldn't have passed you, I should have failed you. And I was all like, too late, I got my diploma now, bye. She didn't like the fact that I could, like, I feel weird saying this because it makes it sound like I'm stuck up or something, but I had this weird charisma with teachers, not with other kids. I was not charismatic with kids, but for some reason I was charismatic with the teachers. So I could get away with so much crap with the teachers. And my English teacher knew it. And she wasn't really upset, but I mean, she played it up that she was really upset that she had passed me my senior year. And really, I shouldn't have graduated high school. And I was always told that they don't give you a diploma when you cross the stage. They give you a fake piece of paper. But when I crossed the stage, I got a manila envelope, and I went and sat back down and opened it up, and sure enough, there's a real diploma in there with my name on it and everything. So I was all like, this is the real thing. I've got it. So I was all like, sorry, I got the real thing. Later, lady. And she just laughed. I remember at our graduation, they had to stop the graduation ceremony in the middle because a couple of the kids were going up there to get their diplomas, and as they're crossing the stage, they'd stop and break dance for a couple of seconds and then like stand back up and grab their diploma and walk off. And like 2 or 3 kids did it in a row. Well, maybe not in a row, but in a short period of time. And the principal had to stop the ceremony, and he's all like, if anybody comes up here and break dances again, we're not going to give anybody their diplomas and nobody's going to graduate. And of course, the entire crowd booed him. It was all like, that wasn't the best thing to say. Yeah, no, I don't, David. You have a degree in ninja? Awesome. You're like, I watched the Lego Ninjago movie. Now I'm a certified ninja. Okay. Yeah, Lobo, I actually also failed sophomore English. Oh my god. David said, I have a degree in ninja, and Mom responded with, that's a BS degree? Wow! Get fucking wrecked! Oh shit! Oh man. No, I failed sophomore English because they had introduced this thing at the time. I know they don't call it this anymore, but there's something similar to it. But they introduced these things called performance standards, which were specific tasks that had to be completed at specific points by specific points in time throughout the year. And if you didn't complete this assignment in the time frame, if you didn't complete the assignment in the time frame, you failed the entire course. It didn't matter what your overall score in the class was, you failed. And if you turn it in a day late, too fucking bad, you still fail. So there was a performance standard I had to do, and I did it, and I forgot it at home. So I I went into class that day. And the teacher was like, all right, you got to turn in your performance standard. And I go like digging through my binders and stuff, and I can't find it. I'm like, crap, I think I left it on my desk at home. And my teacher was like, too late, you fail. And I was like, this is such bullshit. So I like went home, got the assignment, brought it back the next day, complained, they still wouldn't take it. And they're like, sorry, you're gonna have to take the course during summer school. So I went home and I told my mom, like, hey, guess what? I failed sophomore English. Needless to say, she was stoked. And so what was great about it, though, is when I went to summer school that summer, because I was like, it's one performance standard, I'll do it in summer school, it'll be fine. So I went to summer school, walked in, and it was the English teacher that had taught across the hall from my English teacher during the year. And so she recognized me immediately. She's like, hey, what the hell are you doing here? And I was like, I failed. And she's like, there's no way you failed. You're a super nerd. And I was like, well, I turned in a performance standard one day late. And she was like, do you still have it? And I was like, yeah, it's right here. And I pulled it out of my folder. I'm like, this is the one I was going to do. And she was all like, all right, cool. All right, you don't have to come back to summer school anymore. And I was like, really? That's it? One day of summer school? She's like, yeah, I got it taken care of. Get out of here. So I was like, sweet. I kept my assignment, turned it in on the first day, never went back. Well, I did go back, but I just went back and did like computer setup stuff at the high school. Because I was a nerd. Shocking everyone. I forget my teacher's name, but her sister was the assistant principal. So David will know who I'm talking about. She was really cool. I started thinking to myself, man, why didn't I have her class instead? Ugh. I thought my teacher was okay until the performance standard thing came up. Yeah, what's up, Sarah? I don't want to go to high school anymore. Well, you're not in high school, are you? I thought you were like 20. And yeah, I have a friend of mine who constantly says he wishes he could go back to high school because the high school was like the best days of his life. And I sit here thinking about high school going, high school was terrible. I mean, I don't look back at it as like it was the worst experience of my entire life, but that's certainly not something I want to go relive again. I'm glad that shit is over. I did okay in college. I think I failed one college course, but the rest I passed. The only problem with me in college is I didn't get any scholarships or any kind of government aid for going to college, and I didn't make enough. My parents and I, either one of us, didn't make enough money to like easily pay for my college either. So I was just like, you know what? I'm making good money in my full-time job without college, and nobody who's like running any of these businesses that do this kind of work that I want to do for the rest of my life have college degrees anyway. They're all just like, you know what, get certifications. That's all we care about. We don't care if you've graduated with a bachelor's in anything. So I was all like, screw it, I'll just get certifications. Then when I learned later that really unless you're getting something like really extreme, like a very, very specific kind of schooling, all they really do is look, did you graduate college? Yes. Okay, I don't care what it's in. I really don't care what your degree is in. Did you finish college? Yes. Good enough. We just want to know that you put in 4 years and paid some institution to write on a sheet of paper that you're kind of smart. You're like, shouldn't my degree be in the field in which I'm working? Nah, screw it. You got it in ancient English literature? Fine. Whatever. Welcome to NASA. Well, not welcome to NASA, but NASA's probably going to pay attention. But you know what I mean. Like, you can get a degree in ancient English literature and then get a job as, like, an executive vice president of a bank. It's like, what? Shouldn't I have a banking degree? Ah, we don't care. You can do math, right? Yeah. I mean, kinda. Don't worry. Our math doesn't have letters in it. It's all numbers. You're gonna be fine. Yeah. Hey, see, I used to not look at things like skilled trades in a high in high esteem, but as I've gotten older, I'm looking at all these like skilled tradesmen, and they're, you know, what most people would consider blue-collar jobs. So you've got like car mechanics, plumbers, welders, things like that. And they're making some serious money. And I'm like, you don't need a degree for that. You just need to get a good certification. Tradesmen are like really super freaking important. And unless you're going to be like a lawyer or a doctor or something very, very specific that's really high paying, tradesman is where the money's at. I did IT work for this plumbing company for a while. And they were having me fix like the computers on their like motorized, they had like little motorized trucks and stuff that they would drive through the pipes, and it would have a camera on it and whatever. So I'd work on computers that controlled that. But then like the owner was like, hey, I want you to come to my house and help me with I got a computer hooked up to my home theater system, and I want you to help me with that. And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. And I went over there to the dude's house, and I was all like, this dude was a master plumber and been doing it for like 30 or 40 years and owned the company, and was like, yeah, I don't have a degree in anything, but here's my 3.5-story house with like my $500,000 theater room that has like a full-size movie theater screen in it. And I was just like, I would wade through shit every day for this. No, I don't care. Why did I work on computers for a living? I want to be a plumber now. That guy was making bank, dude. The U.S. has a tradesman shortage right now? Yes, it does. Yeah, actually, Hasty, if you get heavy mechanic certified, you're set, dude. You could go work at like at an 18-wheeler like a service center. Those mechanics get paid really well. We're pretty low on Samurai as well. Well, yeah. Not sure that pays very well. Well, they're not going to tell you, though. David, every time I play something good, you never show up.
Are you sure? Are you sure you just never play anything good?
I play The Witcher. That's
You like F-Zero?
that is true. I did play F-Zero GX the other night. Why weren't you here for that one? That F-Zero GX game was amazing. I'm gonna play that again. Not tonight, but I'll play it again. Yeah, but that didn't work out, Hasty. Wasn't feeling it. Give Tarkov a try. That is not my kind of game. Tarkov, PUBG, the other free one that's cartoony looking. I enjoy watching them, but I can tell from watching them I would not enjoy playing them. Now, David, there's a game that I want to eventually get that I think that's the one, Fortnite. I wouldn't enjoy playing that either. I want to eventually get and play called Slay the Spire that you might enjoy as well. That game looks fun. Yeah, see, Lobo and David are both like, yes, Slay the Spire would be good. What's up, Cotton? Long time no see. What's up, Iowa? Loaz. The word spire makes you think of Fable? How so? Iowa is now your name. Yeah, I know, right? I don't recognize the word spire from Fable very more. But yeah, I could see myself, David. I could see myself getting addicted to that game. Well, I'm glad I was driving on the day you decided to come back and hang out on Twitch. You had Fable 2 and 3? I had Fable 1, and neither of the other two. Together we make a trilogy. I really wish they'd release Fable 2 on PC, though. The Tattered Spire? I don't know anything about anything called the Tattered Spire. I'm assuming that's from 2 or 3. Because I played 1 and I don't remember a Tattered Spire in the game at all. It's been Fable 2. Oh, okay. Then yeah, I never played 2 or 3. But I would, if 2 came out on PC, I would play it. Or if the Xbox actually got a good emulator. But yeah, Fable 1, I've played that probably a dozen, maybe 15 times. I have 3 different Let's Plays of it up on my YouTube channel. Fable 1 is really good. Yeah, I have Fable TLC. I have the original Fable, Fable TLC, and Fable Anniversary. Actually, no, I don't have the original Fable. I just have Fable TLC and I think 2 runs of Anniversary up there. You've never seen gameplay of Fable? Damn. I'll have to play it again. It's really fun. Fable's like stupid fun, dude. Although when I play it again, I may play the TLC version instead of Anniversary. The TLC version still has the experience bug in it that I like to exploit. Wait. You're saying Fable is like Mass Effect, but shorter and better storylines? You think Fable has better storylines than Mass Effect? What? See you later, David. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Experience bug? Yeah, dude. In the original Fable and in the Lost Chapters, you could get an experience. If you knew what you were doing, you could get infinite experience in one particular spot. You've never played Mass Effect? Oh my god, Cotton. Oh my god. Mass Effect is like my jam, dude. Mass Effect is so good. Oh, sci-fi. Oh, jizz. Yes, in Log 64, exactly. Sarum sword, never heard of it. There's no... I'm sorry, Sarum, there's no way you've never heard of Mass Effect, right? You're yanking my chain here. What's it about? It's sci-fi. It's about you going on an adventure. No, I don't want to spoil them either. It's hard to say. It's like a sci-fi version of Dragon Age. There's lots of decisions you can make that have a big impact on the story and how the story progresses and characters. But instead of being fantasy based, it's science fiction. So it's all space and aliens and lasers and pew pew pew. But yeah, if you've ever played Dragon Age, it's basically sci-fi Dragon Age. Really, really amazing story along 3 titles. There's one story arc that goes across Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. And it's so amazing. The character development is like insane. No, all I'm talking about right now is Mass Effect. The character development in the original Fable was just eh. It was a expected story. It's a great game. Don't get me wrong, but I mean it's not like it was this new story. Yeah. Hey, we're in Albuquerque. We're getting close. See you later, Loaz. Have a good one, man. What? Why are you laughing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're not wrong. That is what it sounded like. Nothing. Bullet Storm. Interesting. Was that the game where like the box art was some dude like pushing off with his shoe and then like shooting down along his leg or something? That sounds vaguely familiar. From like 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah. That's the boxer. That's Bulletstorm? Yeah, okay. That's exactly what I thought. You're back with more tuna tetrazzini. Snap. We had cornbread and barbecue. And it was delicious. Yeah, exactly. How very southern of us. Barbecue and cornbread. And it's cornbread. Got some cornbread? Yes, I do. But we get the fancy kind of cornbread. The one that has maple syrup like already cooked into it. Ugh. So good. Mom had leftover fajitas. Sounds like that could be very entertaining, Lobo. Hasty forgot to eat. Why am I not surprised, Hasty? Go eat. I feel like your mom sometimes. Hasty, go eat. Yo, what's up, Sean? Oh, God. Is Hasty one of the dudes that calls soda, he calls it pop? Ugh. Carbonated soda. Stop calling it pop. Oh, my God. It took me a long time to switch from calling it Coke to calling it soda. But I did. He must be up north. Yeah, he's in Canada. I grew up calling it Coke because I'm Southern.
Very Texas thing.
Yeah, it's mostly Texas and a little bit more like a little east, so like Louisiana, Mississippi. But that's about it. I'm gonna go paint this road real quick, Marty. You Running low on soft drinks. See, I'm fine with soft drink. I'm fine with soda. Pop just feels weird. Work is closed. You're about to shut the machine down. Well, have a good one, man. Thanks for stopping by and saying, hey, dropping a Mindy. That's the way to do it. Pop. Ah, damn it. Now you're just doing it to spite me. It's so... Thank you, Sean. Well, hey, Cotton, thanks for hanging out. I always like it when I see something pop back, someone pop back in who I haven't seen in a while. Makes me excited. Like, yay, they didn't forget about me. Oh, snap. Tookum Kari is here, dude. We are done, my friend. Hey, look, a blimp. Straight ahead of me.
Oh. I saw it the whole time.
You saw it the whole time, huh?
Not
Nailed it. Hold on, there's a truck coming up to this intersection right here. I want to make sure I don't hit him. Looks like they came to a stop. Yeah, that's how I would do it too. Whoop, went up on the curb there. All right. Let's park this. It's no collision, so you feel free to drive in. I know some of these places aren't, but... All right. That was a good delivery. All right, let's see where else we can go here. Well, poop. Alright, what about Hornbrook? Negative. Do I have what? I don't have that many towns left I need to map. Ehrenberg, Jackpot, Truckee, and Hornbrook. Let's see if there's a job to Truckee. I don't think I checked that one. I do have a job to Truckee. Do you have a job to Truckee, Marty? Is that honk a yes? You have a job to Truckee? Yes, okay. Oh, sorry. Just wanted to make sure. Okay, I'm going to get that job too then. Son of a bitch. Alright, hold on. My Truckee job disappeared. God damn it. Did you ever... You took it? Did you ever figure out how to refresh this? It seems time-based. Suck. Alright, hold on. Let me get out of it. Yeah, go ahead and take it. I'll sit here for a minute. What else is nearby, Truckee? You just have to rest? Maybe. Let me see if there's a rest point nearby. Oh, yeah. 100% there's rest. Let's go over there and rest real quick. Ah, picking up a job at Walbert. Nice. I'll let you know what I find out here in just a second, Marty. Might as well get gas anyway, so this is a good idea. Oh. Never mind. This is a rest spot only. Whoops. Dude, all my drivers, like, delivered a whole bunch of jobs and leveled up while I was resting. That's awesome. All right, let's see if I got a job now. No job to Truckee. Boo! Let's look at the freight market. No job to Truckee. Okay, what else is up near Truckee? Reno and Carson City. Do I have anything to Reno? No. What about Carson City? No. Well, that sucks. How's my loan payment going? Good question. I don't know. I owe 228. I don't have 228. I have like 202, I think. See, I was just going to say, well, I'll go take that job to Tonopah. Now it's gone. God. This is bullshit. God damn it. Do I have a job to Vegas? Yes. I have a job to Vegas. Oh shit, I'll take a job to Vegas. And then I'll pick up a job in Vegas, hopefully going to Truckee. So let's do that. Let's take the more expensive job to Vegas. Because why would I take the cheaper one, right? Look at all these dudes leveling up, though. Usually it's trolling everyone else. I know, right? Today it's just spitting in my face. I mean, I like it, but... Did you already hit the road? Or are you hanging out here in town, Marty? You're in town? Okay. Oh, I see you. I see you on the map now. This is also why when I'm trying to get my jobs, I try to never leave the job screen. And I try to get everybody to look at the job screen at the same time during streams. So I'm like, okay, nobody leave the job screen, because if somebody leaves a job screen, now they're not going to have a job wherever the hell we're going. Super weird like that. All right. Classic. Go ahead and go like you're gonna get on the freeway. I'll catch up to you right on the freeway. That way you're not putzing down the road at like 5 miles an hour. The store didn't need a fence anyway. Well, the fence won. So whoever built that fence, man, they need to get all the contracts. Okay, you're good. Go ahead. I don't know how heavy or how powerful your engine is, but I have the most powerful engine available in this truck, so I can get up to speed pretty darn quick. Hey, buddy. That little horn. Beep, beep. Your horn is so cute. That's okay, mine sounds just as pitiful. On the road again. Blah, 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 blah. On the road again. That's the only part I know. You're gonna eat, upload, or stream highlight. That's, see, commas. That made me read that sentence weird at first. I'm gonna eat, upload, or stream highlight and sleep. At first I was like, you're gonna eat uploads? Is that a thing? But I got it. And yeah, I've had shifts like that too, where I'm just like, I want to get home and do all this cool stuff, and then your shift's over and you get home and you're just like, fuck it, I want to go to bed. I don't want to do anything. I'm tired, I don't care about grammar. Fair enough. Now, when we get into Albuquerque, I'm going to do this really weird route through that big, huge cloverleaf interchange thing. I noticed coming through it the first time that there's one side road that goes straight but like cuts off to the side there, and I'm gonna go paint that one. You're welcome to come with if you want, or you can just go straight through the center of it. We'll meet up on the other end either way. No, Marty's only 130 meters back. 130 meters is actually pretty close. Anything less than 200 is pretty close in trucking aspect. Like if I slammed on my brakes, he'd have to really try to not hit me. We're close enough. He's not that far. Yeah, the marker doesn't show up very well on the on-screen GPS because I haven't zoomed in all the way. But on the dashboard GPS, slightly to the left of that one, you can see his purple marker just behind me. For the on-screen GPS, he's probably right off the edge. Like just barely not on that GPS. I think if he got to like 110, he'd probably show up. But yeah, once you get to about 100 meters, you're too close. You need to back off. You're going to hit me if I slam on my brakes. There was one stream a little while ago where Lucid was getting to like 18 meters off the rear end of my truck. And I was just like, dude, if I lag for like even a millisecond, you're gonna smash into me. Oh, hey, Cappy. In relation to that, I was watching a number file video the other day, and they asked this question, which was like, if two identical cars are driving down the road and there's a perfectly straight tree crossing the road in front of them that they're both going to hit, if one car is driving 70 miles an hour and the other car is driving 100 miles an hour and they both slam on their brakes at the same time and the 70 mile an hour car stops like just a hair before hitting the tree, how fast is the 100 mile an hour car going when it hits the tree? And he's like, it makes sense for people to say, well, if one car was going 70 and just managed to stop, and the other car was going 100, then that means he goes 30. He's going to hit the tree at 30 miles an hour. And he's like, but that's not how it works. And so he shows the math of how to figure out, and he's all like, the guy that was driving 100 miles an hour will actually hit the tree going over 70 miles an hour. He hits the tree at like 72 miles an hour. I was like, holy shit. That's insane. Yeah, we did. There's Hasty with that lag collision clip. Is that the one where Lucid rear-ended me? In like one of our very first convoys? How does a tree cross the road in front of the trucks? Magic. No, a tree had fallen down and laid perfectly perpendicular across the road. What if it was? Yeah, it could be an ent. In that case, the ent would just get back up and walk off. fucking mom. God damn it. Using logic against my argument. How does a tree cross the road in front of these trucks? Alright, smart ass.
Not very well if he's getting hit.
Yeah, not very well if he's getting hit. I think this is the road I'm going to exit on, and I really hope it works. I'm pretty sure this is the one that goes straight. We're going to find out. Yeah, this is it. Okay. And we're going to have like a quick jaunt to the left here in just a second. It's not super sharp, but it's certainly not a gentle curve. At 65 miles an hour, it's a little sharper than I would like. Alright, that road's painted. Now next time I come through there, I'll make sure to catch the one on the opposite side. That was an amazing quote, Hasty. I remember that. That made me laugh a lot. I don't know why I didn't just have my brights on this whole time. Makes it a little easier for you folks at home to watch what we're doing. Duh. Hasty, if you're going to be around for the end of this delivery, remind me that I need to level up my employees before I stop the stream, would you? Oh, okay. Well, thank you.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, you're like, wait, what am I supposed to do? Okay. Because I saw a bunch of my employees leveled up, but I want to make sure they're leveling up properly. Hasty says, "No, Cappy, don't take this from me." Thanks, Hasty. It's all on your shoulders now. Like 5 minutes, Hasty's like, "All right, see you later."
Yeah, bye.
Oh, it's nap time. They're hauling logs. I bet they've got wood. Nice. Are you good on gas, Marty? Or do we need to stop for gas? Marty's fine. Okay, thank you, sir. I think I'm going to level up at the end of this delivery as well. Unless it's bugged. No, my gas is definitely going down today, so... Plus, if you hit I on your keyboard, you'll get different screens on your truck. And one of them should show you the amount of fuel you have and how far that fuel should take you. And I mean, hey, if it's bugged at a full tank of gas, take it. It feels so weird to see that we only have 400 miles to drive, and for me to know that 400 miles in Texas is like only a third of the way out of the state, and I'm crossing like 3 states today. Feels so weird. Hasty, we have at least 30 minutes. Go get food. It has been decreed. Okay, so maybe it's half the distance out of Texas, but still. That's alright, Hasty. But you need to eat, bro. You burned out a PlayStation after a 24-hour non-stop Final Fantasy VII session after it came out? Yeah, I could see that. Those original PS1s, dude, those things got hot. These guys are hauling ass, dude. I never actually owned a PlayStation 1. I got a PlayStation 2, though. I did eventually buy a PS1, but that was back when they re-released the PS1 as like the little small, I don't know what they called it, PSX, I think? When they like really miniaturized the PS1 and it didn't get anywhere near as hot. Even though the PS2 was backwards compatible, there were certain games that just played better on the PlayStation 1 than they did on the PlayStation 2. I don't think I had another game console after the Super Nintendo until I got the GameCube. I think I went from the Super Nintendo to the GameCube. That sounds right. So that was a huge step up for me, obviously. But I mean, between the SNES and the GameCube, that's when I started transitioning to PC games anyway. Y'all said the original Game Boy? Same here. I had the Game Boy, and then my mom got me like this sweet-ass accessory set that had like, it had a carry case that was shaped like a giant Game Boy, and it had like the magnifying glass with the lights on it. Oh, dude, it was awesome. Yeah, that Game Boy was practically bulletproof. Alas, it certainly wasn't waterproof. True enough. I think I let my Game Boy sit too long once, and I went and opened it, and like some of the batteries in the back had exploded and gotten like battery acid all over everything, and had ruined all the contacts in there. But we had like 3 of them. Mom still has yours? That's awesome. I honestly think that's why oh, hey. Otters. Welcome to the family, man. I think honestly that's why I ended up getting the Super Game Boy. Is so that I could just stick it in my SNES and play my Game Boy games that way. That was awesome. I don't think I ever played Hunt for Red October. I played a lot of Super Mario Land 2, 6 Golden Coins, and Battle Bull. Remembered it.
What?
Battle Bull.
Oh.
Damn, Hasty. Hasty had like every console. Lucky. I think the first PC game I ever played was Scorched Earth. That sounds about right. Never played any of those, Lobo. Oh, dude, I also played a lot of the original Civilizations. Back before it was called Sid Meier's Civilization. Well, no, I think it was called Sid Meier's Civilizations, but... Dude, the original Civilizations was so good, and I was so terrible at it. Sim City, yeah. The original SimCity I was decent at. I got really good at SimCity 2000 though. Like, I could build a megalopolis pretty easily in SimCity 2000. Did I ever play Rampage? Isn't that the one with like the monkey and the alligator that punch the buildings until they fall down? Or is that a different game? Oh, dude, King's Quest. I forgot about King's Quest. Lobo, I played it once or twice, but I wasn't any good at it, so I didn't play it very much. Sorry, Marty. But yeah, I remember playing a lot of King's Quest. Yeah, I knew they were making a movie out of it. That's why I was thinking that was what the game was that you were talking about. I just couldn't put the name to the game, so I was all like, is that the movie they're making? Is that the same game? And we're getting really close. We're like 7 minutes away from our delivery. Oh wait, no, I'm going to Vegas and you're going, oops, you're going further than I am. Haha, just kidding. I'm like 7 minutes away, then you've got more to drive. And I'll see if I've got to drive, I'll see if I have a job in Vegas that takes me to Truckee. You're gonna go watch it? Let me know if it's good. I'm not gonna watch it in theaters. I may end up, I like The Rock though, so I may end up watching it like on Redbox or Netflix or something. I still haven't watched whatever the End of the World one that he was in a while back. The one where he was like a helicopter pilot in California. I forgot what movie that was. San Andreas, yeah. And he also did that one movie where he was like a weightlifter in like Miami that they got into like this crime thing. It's based on a true story. I think Mark Wahlberg was in it too. Pain and Gain, there you go. That one looked like it was funny and yeah, screwed up at the same time. I don't know. I really like Dwayne Johnson as an actor. He's pretty damn good. took your dad to go see 12 Strong? I've not heard of that movie. Oh, damn, that sounds awesome, Lobo. The best movie of 2017, in my opinion. Crap. I didn't see a lot of movies in 2017. I'll be honest about that. I used to see a lot of new movie releases when they came out, but I just haven't watched many in the last, like, 7 or 8 years. Okay. Yeah, we're not doing that. Hey, I leveled up. What? All right, let's get points into Fragile. I didn't see Coco. I didn't see It. I didn't see Wonder Woman. Level up my duders. Oh, thank you. Driver manager. He's leveling up balance. That's good so far. He's leveling up balance. That's also good so far. Okay, cool. That's fine. I'm fine with this. Wait, I have 4 trucks, don't I? Yeah, I have a truck without a driver. Let's hire a driver, shall we? He has explosives and a bunch of levels of the other things. Let's take him. There, you go there. Drive that truck. Okay. Let's see. Where was Marty going? Marty was going to Truckee, right? Yeah. R.S. Yeah, no jobs to Truckee, son of a bitch. Well, that sucks. What about Reno? Do I have a job to Reno? No. Well, crap. Carson City. No. Dang. Well, crap. Marty, keep going. Don't wait on me, dude. But I think in that case, I think I'm going to end up having to call my stream for tonight. It's getting about the time that I stop anyway. But Marty, thanks for driving with me for a while. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming who were in chat and hanging out with me. And thanks to Cappy for buying me a model of the International Lone Star truck. The truck that I've been dreaming that they add to this game because it looks freaking amazing. Look how good this looks, dude. The doors open. And the hood opens up. Look how cool that shit is. But yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, everybody. I appreciate it. And we will see you guys next time.